Waiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rainbow Warriors will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Presley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Baker. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Butler. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. With jet sweep pass. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he's going to try to return this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Hawaii's offense will go to work for the first time today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Davis looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Palmer. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Coming up, 4th down. Number 17. On to punt.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Baker. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Palmer. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Hawaii, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Davis will throw. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They try to pop a run on the draw. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Baker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense set on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
A little screen to the running back. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the signal, secures a fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Davis looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Longo. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Baker. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Quick release by the QB. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Can't get it to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the... Scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. Oh, spin move. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finds a spot in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Right down the boulevard. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At the 48-yard line. 3rd down coming.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, TCU.
The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Ezukama. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Longo. He has the first and still on his feet. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Davis looking to pass. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense.
Yankee blue. 42 Spider.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Presley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Ezukama. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Flair, let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got it behind the line. It's Presley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long.
Black 24. Jackrabbit.
Lost to throw again. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Got it.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't